We've been live this whole time. That's always fun. Hello. Can everybody hear me out there? Welcome. Good afternoon. Good evening. What time is it where you are? Because it's 8 o'clock here, and it's time for Third Rail Thursday. I'm excited. Okay. The chat has been blowing up this whole time I've been getting everything situated, so I haven't had a chance to see who all is in here. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me? We got Chris from Go Via or Go Home in the chat. Hello Chris, how's it going? I'm just gonna scroll up and start randomly. We got Mike, we got Train Fan 120, M&M Rails. Hey Mark Narc. I've never called you Mark, or never called you Narc. I'll never call you Narc. That's crazy. You're not a narc. We got Sean. We got James. We got Dennis. Hillbilly Railroad. How's it going, Scott? We've got Dwight. Dwight's an early bird. I don't even remember who was first, but you guys were early. That was pretty cool. I appreciate that. Just lets me know that you guys are actually going to be here. You got the memo that it's Third Rail Thursday on They Make It Like That. Who'd have thought? Okay, so today I'm going to do some graffiti for you guys. It's something that I've wanted to do for a long time. I wanted to try something with you guys. What I wanted to try was and do the same graffiti on two different cars in two different scales. That's as far as my plan got. So if you guys have any ideas of what you want to see, just let me know. I think that would be really cool. So I've got these two cars here, and they're not the exact same car because I wasn't able to find the exact same car, unfortunately, but they are similar. They're both 60-footers. They're both brown. The only difference being, aside from the scale, obviously, and the road name, is that this one is a high cube, and this one is standard height. But other than that, it's the closest I could do. I tried finding like the exact same one, but I couldn't find it anywhere. And can we just talk for a minute about how expensive model trains are getting? Like, I remember before COVID, when we would go to shows, you could buy like your average quality, not like super high quality, but your average quality car for between $15 and $20. And now everybody's definition on high quality is gonna vary, but I just found the car I was looking for, but it was a lesser quality brand. I'm not gonna name names of brands because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but it was a lesser quality brand than I would typically buy, and they wanted $40 for it. It was ridiculous. Heath, you want to see me weather S-scale car collect? No, that's not going to happen. No, those are staying in the packages. I have some that are out of the package. I might play around with some older ones. We'll see. That might be for a future video. But yeah, so I have these two cars right here, and I want to put some graffiti on them, but I'm not too sure exactly what I should do. So if anybody has any ideas, let me know in the chat. He says, so Bachman? Yeah, it was a Bachman for $40. A Bachman N-scale car for $40. Are you kidding me? I'm not interested in spending $40 on a Bachman. I'm sorry. Let me just really quickly here. Let me just see if do a random word. You know, I like the way you think. I like the way you think. A random word. Let me see if I can pull up a random word generator. I think that would be fun. Which camera angle am I even on? Let me just see. I'm new to this whole Third Rail Thursday thing. You gotta have like a little ticker on the screen letting everyone know who's next week. So we got M&M Rails next week. Mark, if you're in the chat, wave hello to everybody. Mark is super cool. His channel is interesting. No, I'm kidding. His channel's great. I did a deep dive the other day, went back and watched all his old stuff, and it was hilarious. So if you're ever interested in that, I'm sure it'll make him cringe to think that people are still watching his old stuff, but it's a lot of fun. So you should definitely check that out. But next week, same time, different channel. Third Rail Thursday is on M&M Rails. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm gonna see random word generator. Okay, random word generator. Let's see. Okay, so we got Kevin in the chat here, right? Kevin says, do I know the guy who owns the High Cube? Yeah, you do. And if you have any input as to what you want it to say, feel free to input what you want it to say. Did you see? No. Heath, no, I didn't. I don't know what that is, to be honest. I don't know. So we got random words here. Some of these words are like, would you ever put bloodshed as a word on a car? Finger? No. Bridge? No. It's gotta pop, you know? It's gotta really stand out. Slippery? I'm doing it. I'm cheating a little bit because some of these words, like, you'd never see as graffiti. It would just be ridiculous. Welfare, perfect, breeze. I could do breeze. Breeze would be cool. All right, let me try breeze. So let me just grab my sketchbook real quick. So everybody, I'm sorry guys, I really have a hard time keeping up with the chat. It's going a mile a minute. I need moderators. I don't know how to do that, James. I don't know how to do that. How do I make someone a moderator? Because I'll make a couple moderators right now. I don't know how to do that, so I'm just gonna not for now, unless somebody can tell me real quick how to do it. Yeah, so let's just move these cars out of the way real quick. And where can I put these? Let's put this down here. Your work table's never big enough, is it? And then we're gonna go like this. And this is my little sketchbook here. Heath says live streaming is really hard and I'm doing great. Well, thank you, Heath. It is really hard, and the joke is I keep trying to make it more complicated for myself by adding multiple cameras and different graphics and things like that. So I appreciate it. Thank you. You're giving me that little boost of confidence. Yeah, Chris, if you could tell me how to make yourself a moderator, I would make you a moderator right now. So we're just going to do a quick little sketch. I just realized I could do this, and then you can still see me. Look at that. If you want complicated, let me know as I can help make it... Oh. You can help make it complicated. I mean, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. I might hit you up on that. So let me just... where is my hand? There we go. So let me just write... Breeze really quickly. And we're gonna get some letters down here real quick. How's everybody's week going? I need like talking points for the lulls, because it's gonna take a minute or two before we're actually working on a car here. I contemplated doing this part beforehand, just so it was less busy work at the beginning. We could just dive right into the car, but I like the on-the-fly, just what should we do, and then you just pick a word and go. I like that aspect of it, so we're doing that. If I could just find what I'm looking for here, that would be helpful. Mark is right here. M&M Rails, you don't make... Okay, funny story while we're waiting. Funny story here, Mark. When I first was asked to do Third Rail Thursday, Mark from M&M Rails reached out and was like, hey, I'm glad to have you on board, but are you ready for your initiation? And I'm like, what are you talking about initiation? Like, obviously he's pulling my leg, right? But then he goes, yeah, he listed a bunch of stuff, and then he said, you're gonna need a rubber chicken, and just be ready for your first live stream. And up until today, I was gonna get a rubber chicken, and I was gonna stop at the dollar store, and then on my way home today, I'm like, I need to get something from the dollar store. I kept having that nagging feeling that I needed to get something from the dollar store, and I was just gonna pick up a rubber chicken to just have in the background, just as a joke for only one person to get, because I never talked about a rubber chicken with anybody except for Mark. But I could not remember what I needed at the dollar store. And then finally, I just said, forget it. And I pulled in my driveway. I got out of the car and immediately was like, oh my goodness, it was a rubber chicken I was supposed to get. Oh well. What can you do? Anyway, let me just get my sketchbook here. And we are going to start writing some letters. The hardest thing about completing a task on a live stream is to talk and model at the same... No, you're right. That's why it's kind of nice when you have other people on the stream with you. Like, it's almost like you need someone to just talk to everybody in the chat while you work. But don't have that option today. I don't have StreamYard like everybody else. I've heard mixed things about StreamYard, but I'm not interested really. I'm happy with what I have. The only thing is I can't get other people on this stream, I don't think, with the way that I'm doing it. But I could be wrong. Alright. let's get going. Enough chit chat. Let's do some graffiti, shall we? So I'm just gonna do a quick sketch because I have to do it twice on a car, so I just want to make sure I know what it looks like. Can you guys see that okay? It's probably going to be a little difficult to see. No, I don't like that. The benefit to doing it ahead of time is that you get to see what it looks like and make changes. Okay. For some reason, I'm not happy with how this B is looking at the bottom side here. But let me just do that so you guys can see the top of my head. Something along those lines, I suppose. Yeah, that's more like it. A breezy rubber chicken. Yeah, I thought, and it's funny too because I was thinking about doing a rubber chicken, like just drawing a rubber chicken on the car, but that's hard to replicate twice, I would think, especially in N scale. So we're not going to do that today, sorry. So one thing I'm going to try to give you, see, I'm not a graffiti expert. I sometimes don't even consider myself a graffiti artist. I've never done graffiti full scale or anything like that. But I've done a little bit of research on like the fundamentals of graffiti, and so I'm gonna show you something that I learned today actually. It's something that I did but didn't know that it was a thing, if that makes any sense. And that's called letter uniformity. So what that is if you look here, you can see that the top of the B and the top of the R have a very, very similar shape right here and right here. And then as I go through and do the different letters, you're going to see very similar uniformity. And that's why it's called that. Very, very similar uniformity throughout the letters. So it doesn't matter if it's a B or an R or an E. They're all going to have very similar style to them. "26 people in the chat. That's cool. That's cool. Hello, 26 people. Mark, I'm not dancing. I'm sorry. I'm not dancing. I don't dance. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see a dance from me. Okay, so my E is gonna come up like this. So put it like that, and then here's that same shape from the E. What am I looking at right in front of me? I'm looking at my sketchbook, and I'm also looking at my phone because I have a Graffiti font page that I'm referencing. Just I'm not copying it verbatim, but I'm just kind of referencing it for like an idea, just so because I want to keep the letters similar, but I don't want to do it just off the top of my head. So sometimes what I'll do is if I feel like just doodling, I'll just come up with letters and I'll make everything kind of uniform and the same style, and then I'll just put them all together like a big list of all the letters. You know, just practicing your alphabet like you do in kindergarten. It never leaves you. Alright. So then rinse and repeat for this letter, pretty much. And then the Z. Okay, so here's a nice debate for the chat. Z or Z? Z or Z? I'll let you guys discuss. I'm looking at the chat. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to figure out what you guys are saying. I'm looking at the chat. I want to see what you guys say. So this word, I just realized now. How many hours is it going to take you to complete both cars? It's going to be longer than an unboxing. I don't want it to be too long. I may not get to weathering today. I might just do the graffiti, and then we'll see how far we go. I might do the weathering in another live, or I might save it for the next Third Rail Thursday that I do, but we'll see. Next month's Third Rail Thursday that I'm doing, Chris, let me see. Can we talk about the schedule for next month yet, or is that a thing? Maybe I better wait. He's the boss. Oh, we got St. Albin in the house. All right. That is the gentleman responsible for this hat. So everybody say hello. Your unboxings take 4 hours? Okay. See for me, okay. Let's do a little unboxing in between here. Okay. So, I got these paint markers from Amazon. I wanted to try them out. So, here's my unboxing for these paint markers. Ready? Ready? Here we go. Okay, check these out. These are my cool paint markers. Let me just they say ZR paint marker. There's 18 colors. And let's open them up, the nice little box here. And And yeah, now we got some instructions and some extra tips. And there's a bunch of markers. That's the end of the unboxing. Thank you for coming, and don't forget to like and subscribe and comment and all of the YouTube things. And we'll see you in the next video. Except that this is a video within a video. So there you go. There you go. So now back to our regular schedule of programming. I was going to say, yeah, so next month, I know I said that I'm going to be doing the first Thursday of every month, doing Third Rail Thursday. However, next month, I am also going to be switching with Chris. And Chris, you were saying that you doing the first week is because it's your birthday. Is that what I'm hearing? Confirm that in the chat for me if you can. And then I'm going to be the second week again, like I am this month, which is also the 10th, March 10th. My birthday is the 7th, March 7th. So it's like a double whammy of birthday streams, which is super cool. So I don't know, maybe we'll have cake. Except that it'll just be me. So maybe I'll have cake. Oh, that's the thing. You're interacting with people, but it's also very one-sided. Maybe I'll like Skype with Skype. Who uses Skype? Maybe I'll FaceTime with Chris or something and get him in here. And Mark, do you have an Apple product too, right? So maybe we can FaceTime and have a little virtual party. Here I am planning my own birthday. Who does that? That's just conceited. Sorry, guys. So we're gonna bring this Z-ed down here. And the joke is, I'm doing this sketch and it's taking me 30 years, and then I have to do it twice again. So buckle up, people. It's gonna be a long one. But you know what? I don't mind. If you don't mind. So that's my bed. I'm not happy with that. Let me bring this back here a little bit. And we'll go like that. And like that. Mark, your FaceTime is broken? Why is your FaceTime broken? Mark just doesn't want to... He doesn't want to come out of his hole to come to my birthday party. And I find that very, very sad. So Mark, maybe you should just come to my birthday party. You have to change. I'm wearing my I Love DaveCo shirt. You know, I miss him too. I don't think he would be as distracted as I am. I think he would just trudge on through because he's a veteran. He is a veteran at doing these lives. And he'd be great. He'd be great at it. But guess what? You're stuck with me for the foreseeable future. Which is fine with me. I don't know about you guys. I'm enjoying it. So let's put another E in here. The third E of this. Why'd I pick a word with 3 E's? I'll never know. This would actually make a really good throw up, because in throw up style, it's cool to have like really similar shapes with each other. So you could do like really bubbly looking you can make it super bubbly and cool. But maybe next time. Yeah, I like that. That'll work. Cool. That's something. Now to redraw it twice over. Twice henceforth. Twice and beyond. I'm just going to put this right up there so I can see it. Okay. So I'm going to, let me just pull this one up here as well so that we can, because I want to put them in a similar spot if I can. Does this door open? I don't think it does. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Why are you doing this to me? I did not spell breeze wrong. Oh man, that. And Happy Valley. No, I'm not. Okay. I'm not doing a rubber chicken. I'm sorry. I'm not. Sorry, guys. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna block off the road numbers because I feel like it, and it's gonna be fun. So I just use painter's tape, and then I cut it into, I just cut it into little squares with a knife so that I get a sharp edge, because obviously they're not going to make painter's tape that's small enough. I mean, they would, but I don't have any. I'm sure fine liners painter's tape would work. It would work fine. But I just cut a square, and then I just cut it into little strips like this. And then, that's actually a little too big still. So in case you're wondering as well, next month, so this month I'm not going to be on GVO After Dark. However, I will be on GVO After Dark next month. Now, truthfully, I don't know what that entails. I don't know if I need to dance or anything like that. But I'll be there regardless, I guess. Unless there's dancing. If there's dancing, I'm out. If there's dancing, I send it back. Am I using frog tape? No, actually, I'm just... It's called IPG. I don't know. I don't even know. I think I got it from work or something. But it's not the greatest painter's tape, but it's what I have. I've never used it on a wall or anything like that. I've only really used it for this. I have some really good automotive tape, but I haven't used it yet. I haven't tried it out. Which is better, blue or green painter's tape? It depends on where you get it, to be honest. I don't even know. I think that blue has a better hold, if I'm not mistaken. But again, there's so many like knockoff like dollar store brands that make painter's tape, and it's just trash. So it's hard to say. So we're gonna go about there. That'll work. That's good for that one. And then do I sing? A little bit. I suppose you could say that. But I don't dance. Okay. So this is N scale, so it's really small. Really small tape. I'm sorry, I'm cutting it off the edge here because I need a hard surface. So you can't see, but I mean, what is there to see? I'm cutting a piece of tape with a knife. Riveting. Okay, so right there I want to cut that. So I'm just gonna... I'm not even pressing on the car. I'm just holding my knife blade and trying to... There we go. Rip the tape away like that. So I'm not going to cover the road name on this one. I'm just going to cover the number. Okay, let's do some breeze twice, shall we? Anybody got any good jokes? Anyone? Anyone got any good jokes? Feel free to share. Why didn't they make 2 Yogi Bears? You tell me, Heath, why? You know what? I'm actually going to start on the HO car. Couch Mom Club is in the house. That's actually funny. Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe it's because I'm lame, but that's funny. Guys, say hello to Couch Mom Club. That is my wife. She has joined us this evening. So we're just gonna do some graffiti now. Maybe if the baby's sleeping, Maybe my wife will come down here and entertain you guys while I draw. She could read the chats for me. That little boss of Tim. Yeah, that's about right. That's about right. Heath, why not use the interactive pencils? Because, you know, I don't like a lot of interaction from my pencils. I'm just kidding. I don't even know. I'm using this because I have it. And I have it because they make it like that. So, that's my answer. No, honestly, I've never explored different pencils because the pencil is not anything remotely close to my final result. It's just an outline. And even at that, it's mostly just to give me my bearings so that I know where I'm going to do the rest of the work. So I really could care less what it is. The only reason I use pencil and not a marker is because it's erasable. Yeah, you got it, Happy Valley. That's about right. I will say though, doing a word like this with so many E's, I have the style of E down pretty solid without really having to do too much. It's hard, oh, it's hard to see. It's hard to see. Sorry, what am I giving the green light about? I don't even know. Oh, you want to send Teo down here? He's still up? Yeah, send on. Send him down here. It's almost it's past his bedtime actually, but he can come down and say hello. Now we'll never get these cars done. Okay. So the trick with these cars is, I believe this is an Athearn Genesis car. And it's super detailed. So that means that this door is really delicate. So I gotta be really careful doing these last couple letters, but we'll make it happen. So we've got our co-host on his way downstairs. That's super exciting. If you guys saw my short that I did the other day, it's just a example of what my life is like with a 3-year-old asking a billion questions at any given time. Hi, Teo.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
Oh, that's good. Can you close the door, please?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. You want to come and sit on this chair with me?
I'll sit on this one.
Oh, perfect. Come and sit on this side. Can you move it over here?
Yeah. Whoa, this one is so heavy.
It's heavy?
Yeah, it's heavy.
Oh, good.
This one is for big boys.
Yeah? Are you a big boy?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. That I knew you were a big boy because you picked up the big boy stool.
Yeah. This one's my rock instrument guitar one.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's the one for I'm playing guitar.
That's really cool. Everyone is saying hello.
Oh.
Everyone, see all these people, all these names right here?
Yeah.
They're all saying hello.
Oh.
Look, Auntie Jackie said hello. Uncle Kevin said hello. Isn't that so cool?
Yeah.
Can we even see? Can we see you? Oh, there you are. You're just in the corner there. So maybe if I switch to this camera, then they can see you. And look, you're gonna pop up on this screen right here. Watch, you'll see it in just 1 second. Here it comes. There's a bit of a delay because it has to go onto the internet.
Oh.
Do you see yourself up there yet?
Nope.
No? Oh, that's okay. It's coming up soon. There it is. There you are right there. Look at that.
It's me.
Yeah, it's you. Wow.
What are you making down here today?
I'm doing graffiti on a train car.
Oh. I like to do graffiti.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I go in my basement at my parents' house and I do graffiti.
At your parents' house?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Who are your parents?
Uncle Randy and I said Uncle Randy and India is my parents.
They're your parents?
Yeah.
Then why are they auntie and uncle? That doesn't make any sense.
Cause they're my parents.
Oh. I thought I was one of your parents and mommy was your other parent.
But you're my mom and dad.
Yeah. Mom and dad are parents, right?
Yeah, but I have to go. But all my graffiti is at Uncle Randy's house.
All of your graffiti is at Uncle Randy's house?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I have these things and all of these things.
That's so cool.
I think I have the same thing as you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I have a stereo and TV, a coffee maker, and 2 red and black and silver trains.
Yeah?
Yeah. And train cars.
That's really cool, Teo.
Daddy,
Yes?
why does Uncle Kevin have big trains?
Because Uncle Kevin has HO scale.
Oh. What
And-
scale do you have?
I have N scale.
Oh. I have 45 scale.
45 scale?
Yeah.
Whoa. That's cool. You know, you actually have a scale.
Yeah.
You collect cars. You collect Hot Wheels cars, right?
But I collect trains like you.
Yeah, I know. But you also collect Hot Wheels cars, right?
Yeah.
And your Hot Wheels cars are S scale. Did you know that?
Yeah. But my trains are S scale too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's really cool. You know, not a lot of people do S scale anymore, so that's really cool that you're doing S scale.
Yeah. Cause I have S scale.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow, I'd love to see S scale from you. Maybe we'll make a video about S scale.
Yeah.
That would be neat.
Yeah. I like to ride the train.
You like to ride a train?
Yeah.
Have you ever ridden on a train before?
Yeah. I drive on a black steam train.
A black steam train?
Yeah.
How have I never heard about this before?
Yeah. I like to ride steam trains.
That's so cool.
Yeah. Remember about John? He has a steam train.
Who's John?
John's about trains and streetcars.
Oh.
He likes those things.
Who is John? What's this secret life you're living with John and his steam train? Sorry. What? What? Oh man. Okay, so we have a suggestion that Teo should have the 5th week in March. Yeah, you know, Chris can make it happen. You remember Chris?
Yeah.
I went to his house when we were in Ottawa.
Yeah. I came to his house earlier when I was at your friend's house. I just did something at your friend's house.
You did something. Which friend?
I did it to your friend.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's really cool. Which friend was it?
It was your friend that had a scale.
My friend that had a scale. Are you talking about Chris?
Yeah, I'm talking about Chris.
Oh, okay.
'Cause that's your friend.
Yeah, Chris is my friend.
Yeah. Do you know who my friend is?
Who's your friend?
I think Scale Rail is my friend.
Scale Rail is your friend?
Yeah.
Is there a channel called Scale Rail? Anybody?
Yeah, cause my friend has Scale Rail.
Oh, okay.
But I don't have Scale Rail.
No.
No. I just have kind of like these monster trucks.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's really cool.
'Cause I like to look at those ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what kind of Hot Wheels do you have? Can you tell everybody about your Hot Wheels?
Yeah. So today I have a Camaro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have all the Camaros that I collect.
Yeah.
Those are all my Camaros. I have one Camaro and two Mustangs and three and one Pontiac.
Wow.
And when I drive in a Pontiac S3, I drive that fastest car that I drive.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's
My Mustang is the fastest car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mustangs are really fast, right?
Yeah. I drive a white one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause when I drive a white one, mine is really, 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 really fast.
Whoa, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Really, really, really fast?
When I go faster, I went 10 miles an hour.
10 miles an hour?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That's so fast.
Yeah. Cause Mustangs go 10 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I really enjoyed that story.
Yeah.
So, Teo,
Yeah.
is there anything you want to tell everybody before it's time to go upstairs?
Yeah.
What do you want to say?
I want to say all the words that are things.
You want to say all the words that are things.
Yeah, but I want to say words about Mustangs and race cars.
Okay. So you go ahead and you say those things, all right?
Okay. So about your red Mustang and about my white Mustang. Those are things those are some cars that we drive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I get a guitar, when we buy me a new guitar, I play that one. It was really big, and it's for big boys that play with, and really rockish me. And those are the ones I play with.
Really?
Yeah.
That's really cool.
About my model train, I just Daddy,
Mm-hmm.
this is what I wait for my scale.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get down and go see that scale.
Okay.
That.
Well, I just got a message from Mommy,
Oh.
and she is saying that you should probably go upstairs.
Oh.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Do you want to say goodbye to everybody first?
Not yet. I'm still talking about things.
Okay. You have 2 minutes.
Okay.
All right?
Okay. So, about my things I want to do
Mm-hmm.
is move this scale and go see that.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get down here, go see it. Whoa, that's why red's for my. That's why red for my scale. I read MAST. That's why I read it. I read this. That's for your video.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I like to make. I like to make one of these cars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I make it blue like yours.
Okay. Okay. Well, Teo,
Yeah.
can you say goodnight to everyone, please?
Oh,
Come here.
okay.
Oh.
So how do I say goodnight?
You look right here.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you look right there. And then you say, good night.
Night.
As soon as you see yourself, it becomes real. Okay, good night. Can you go upstairs? Mommy's waiting for you.
Okay.
All right. Good night, buddy.
Night.
Okay. Good night, buddy.
Night.
So that's Teo. Oh, why do 3-year-olds talk so much?
What did
I'm sorry?
What did I do?
What did you do?
Yeah.
You just said good night, and now you're gonna go upstairs because Mommy's waiting for you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good night. He stayed on the other side of the door listening. Oh, man. Dwight, you and your Twinkies. Maybe you should send me a car. I'll graffiti Twinkie on it for you. Okay. The tribe has spoken. So next month, second Thursday of the month, it's gonna be Teo instead of me, even though it's my birthday. So yeah, that was short-lived. I enjoyed being the host of Third Rail Thursday, but now it seems to be over. Oh well. So I just did it for those of you who were paying more attention to Teo than what I was doing, which, I mean, why wouldn't you? I already did the outline and then the base color of the HO scale, and it's kind of funny because it's a little bit hard to see what I've done so far. Oh, I'm not even in frame. There we go. That's better. It's a little bit hard to see what I've done so far on the car because it's a really dark car and it's a really dark pencil. My pencil's not interactive or anything. I don't even know. So it made it a little bit difficult to see what was actually going on, but I think I made it work. I'll figure it all out when the time comes to do the actual line work. But yeah, I mean, now you understand. I have three of those. Teo is my oldest, and then I have 2 daughters after him. And if you want to see more of them, feel free to check out my wife's channel, Couch Mom Club. She talks about motherhood and like parenting and all that kind of stuff on there. So if any of that interests you, or if you have a wife or a mom or anyone who you feel would get any benefit from something like that, feel free to check that out, because not only is it fantastic content and all of that stuff, but it would actually, in helping her out, it also helps me out. So I would appreciate that if you went and subscribed to her. Yeah, and then obviously, because it's mom content, there's a lot more of the kids on there and our family interactions and stuff like that. So it's a lot of fun. I do plan on having Teo and the girls on here as well, but mostly Teo, because he seems to be showing the most interest in what I do. I do plan on having him on here a lot more. Is the train freak correct? What are you saying? What did you say? I don't know. Where is the train freak? And scale dystopia. What's going on, buddy? Yeah, no, I'm using OBS. I don't say just OBS. OBS is great. OBS is great. Picture in picture and scroll. Yeah, that's all OBS. It's great. And then I programmed all these different hotkeys to cycle through all the different things. And what I can do is I can turn on the ticker on and off with the hotkeys. So, yeah, it's fun times. I just figured out how to do all that stuff last night, actually. Nice setup. Thank you, N-Scale Dystopia. Guys, if you haven't seen N-Scale Dystopia, let me just talk to you real quick for a minute. If you guys haven't seen N-Scale Dystopia, you gotta check it out, because his work blows my mind. He is working on an N-Scale well, an N-scale dystopian layout. It is a post-apocalyptic wasteland, if you will, and it's just ridiculous. Like, I mean, you think the weathering in Graffiti is one thing, right? But this guy is another level. Definitely go check that out. And honestly, I'm just saying it now. I haven't had a chance to talk to you about it, but N-scale dystopia. You and me need to get together sometime. I would love to film your layout. I would love to come and have a look and film it and do a video, much like I did with Chris, and do a video about your layout. I think that would be super cool. So shoot me a message. I'd love to talk about that. Maybe that'll be something that we can do in the near future. I want to do a lot more of those layout tour videos because I think they're a lot of fun. And plus, it really gets to showcase people's layouts when you wouldn't necessarily ever see them, because not everybody opens up their home for people to come and see their layouts all the time, right? Especially with COVID and everything the way that it is, it's just not something that happens these days. But if you want to do that, Denny is his name. If you want to do that, let's make it happen. He says we can totally work something out. Yeah, let's make that happen. All right. So we got the outline on the N scale done. And if you guys have never seen me do this, you probably have. It's old news at this point. Literally just craft paint and a Q-tip, and I just dab the paint on. I try to put it as thin as I can, and then I sometimes go over it a second time to get it as thin as I can and as evenly coated as I can. Because there's multiple reasons why I do it, and if this is something you've heard me say before, I'm sorry, but it gives it a nice stipple effect, which in my opinion kind of looks like spray paint. You don't see any kind of brush strokes or anything like that, and it gives it a subtle texture, which you see in graffiti, in full-scale graffiti. I find if you just use like a really heavy paint marker or a really heavy pass of paint, you lose a little bit of the transparency that you would get from spray paint, because when you spray paint, you still see the texture of the train car below it. So yeah, I find that it looks really nice and even and all of that stuff. And then at the same time, if you get it thin enough, you can still kind of see your pencil lines beneath it. Now, I don't know how it is if you're using an interactive pencil, but if you're just using a regular, boring HB2, then it gets the job done. N-scale dystopia is another Canadian. And he is a short, brisk 40 minutes away from me. And we're going to make that happen. We're going to make that happen soon. What are you doing tomorrow? No, I'm kidding. I'm not tomorrow. But yeah, we're definitely going to make that happen. Put it this way. He's a lot closer to me than Chris. Now, these two tags are probably not going to be identical with each other. You're going to get that anytime. Anytime you draw the same thing multiple times, unless like you're super good at what you do, you're not going to get it identical. And then I'm actually finding the HO scale car to be more difficult than the N scale car, believe it or not. I think it's just because the N scale car is super flat on the sides. The ribs are not as high, and then of course the door is nowhere near as detailed because it's so small. I believe this is an Atlas car, if I'm not mistaken. Atlas N scale versus Athearn Genesis HO scale. So the level of detail is substantially different. Nothing against Atlas, though. I love Atlas N scale cars. If you're an N scale guy, let me know what you think about Atlas. Yeah, Roy, his music is really cool. His see, there's different ways that you can do videos, of course. You've got just point and shoot and go and have fun. Just shoot raw and then upload, which a lot of people do, and that's great. You've got the people that record with multiple cameras and then spend a crazy amount of time editing, like me. And if that's your cup of tea, well then great. And then you've got the people like Denny, N-Scale Dystopia, who just, oh my goodness, he makes a movie. Essentially, he's just making movies over there, and it's great. I'm always impressed. The Train Freak wants to send me some Bachmann cars. Yeah, he could do that. I mean, if you want Bachmann cars graffiti, I'll graffiti Bachmann cars. That makes no difference to me. I just probably won't run them. And I'm especially not going to spend $40 on a Bachmann car. That's $40 Canadian, by the way. Which is like, I don't even know. I don't know the conversion. You guys figure it out. Yeah, Sean, microtrains are great. I have a lot of microtrains as well. When I first started, I got myself a lot of Atlas and a lot of, what was the other one? Kato. Did you say Kato or Kato? I say Kato. It could be wrong, but that's how I've said it for 10 years, and I'm not about to change. It would feel wrong. Yeah, so Kato and Atlas were like my main two brands, and then I started to get a little more picky. I got myself some micro trains and some exact rails and stuff like that. But I'm not like a brand snob or anything like that. If I like the car and it's good quality, then I will gladly take it. If in scale the handrails are like 6,000 feet thick, then no, I'm not gonna buy that car. Like I don't like model power for that reason. But you know, you choose what you like, and if you're happy with it, well then, who am I to judge? Okay, so, all right, Human City with the conversion. No, you're right. You can't beat the quality of microtrains. Microtrains is insanely good. Okay, so some people pronounce it Kato and some people pronounce it Kato. Let's call the whole thing off. So I'm going to try out these new paint markers because I want to. I've never used them before. And like I literally just got them yesterday from Amazon. And I've never tried them before, so we'll see what we can come up with. Yeah, I'm going to go with a... This is where it gets fun, because you... Gonna go yellow and red. No. I'm gonna go purple and yellow. And is there a black in here too? There's the black. Okay. How's everyone doing? We still got 24 people in here. You guys are sticking with it. I like it. I like it a lot. This is cool. Okay. So we are going to... The problem with brand new paint markers is that you have to shake them up and wake them up. Alright, so we got a paint marker now. Athern and Scale Trains. Yeah, Scale Trains is a brand that I've never really dealt with too much, but I've heard amazing things about them, and they impress me. I have a lot of cars. When I say a lot, I mean like a group of cars from Mike. I don't know if you're still in the chat, but someone from Las Vegas sent me a bunch of cars, and he sent me a in that mix was a a Scale Trains car, an auto rack, and I immediately set it aside and saved it for last because I did not want to miss out on that one. Hang on, I just lost my line there for a second. I got too busy talking. The nice thing about graffiti is that you just cover it up. If you're not happy with it, this is a learning experience. See, I did this on purpose, actually. I did this on purpose so that you guys could see what it is that I do if you mess up. So we're just gonna cover that up real quick, and then I'll leave it alone to dry. And we'll start it over because I lost my footing there a little bit. But you know what? Now that I've got a little bit of gray in the base coat, I'm gonna just blend it out. It's all gonna get covered by the colored paint markers anyway, but I'm just gonna... Sometimes I roll the Q-tip kind of like a paint roller, and get into all the little grooves. It's funny, I never use paintbrushes. I should probably try and use a paintbrush one of these days, but I've always just used Q-tips because it's what I have and I like how it looks. So where's everybody from? We got a lot of people. I see a lot of regular faces in the chat that I see a lot of the time on all the different Third Rail Thursdays and all of that. Who do we got here? Where are you guys all from? Arkansas. Okay. And San Diego. Got lots of Americans. Dennis, you're from Barrie? That's cool. We got west of Hamilton. There's a lot of model railroaders west of Hamilton. Oh, there's a lot of model railroaders west of the GTA. Let's just put it that way, because then we can group in Kitchener, Waterloo, Guelph, all of those places. Alright, let's try this again, shall we? So this is my line right here. Right there. That's my line. And then I come across like this. So I used to have a paint marker. I've mentioned it before. It was a Sharpie brand paint marker. And I was working away. And it just all of a sudden exploded. It just made an absolute disaster. All over the car. I had to essentially just do a huge, massive cover-up. Like, I wasn't even going to be doing all of that much background work on the piece I was working on, but I just had to do what I could to cover it up, right? So, never again will I use those. Unless that just happened to be a fluke, I don't know. But I was not happy with that. So I'm always a little bit leery just trying out new paint markers, but I figure if I'm gonna fail, why not do it on a live stream where everyone can laugh? I think that'll be fun. So we've got hang on a second here. I'm actually going to just really quickly change the battery on my top-down camera because I don't want it to die on me. So let me just switch to the main angle. Yeah, that'll work. Let me just switch to that real quick, and then I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Alright, that's more like it. Yeah, 100%. Okay. Sometimes you just gotta wake up your marker. How many people have used paint markers before? Because they are fantastic. I went so long without using paint markers to do graffiti. And I still, from time to time, I'll do it the old way because I do like how it looks. But paint markers are a game changer. If you remember in a video I did a while back, I kept complaining because the ultra-fine Sharpies that I was using would keep dying. And you just need to have a whole bunch of them on deck to keep switching them out. But ever since I really got back into using the paint markers, it just changed everything. Now typically I would do the background color first before doing the line work, but I just want to make sure that I have the line work down because this is a new design I've never really done before, with a new letter style I've never done before. So I just want to make sure that I have it the way that I want it before I do all the colors and lose my pencil lines. So we got E. Finding that this marker actually kind of dried up fast. That's what it is. If you ever have it where they, Steve, if you ever have it where they dry out, if you just spritz the end of it with a little bit of alcohol, it wakes them up. It's not like a super permanent solution, but it will wake them back up. Obviously, you want to use them regularly so that they don't dry out, but if you ever have them sitting too long, it will dry them out. And then the other thing too is before you put them away, always be sure to like scribble out any paint. Like, you know how you have to press on the tip to get the paint to come back out. If you scribble on like a scrap piece of paper until it gets to that point where you need to wake it back up, then you know you've cleaned out the tip as best as possible, and then you could put it away and it's less likely to dry out that way. It's the same when you're using a spray paint, like a spray can. You always want to flip your can upside down and then spray it until paint doesn't come out, and that cleans your nozzle so that you don't have paint stuck in your nozzle for the next time you use it. So the Z is kind of getting lost in the sauce here, or Z for all you American viewers. It's kind of hard to see because of this door detail, but we'll make it happen. Happy Valley. Good night, Happy Valley. Say hello to Vermont for me. I've been through Vermont. It's beautiful out there. I drove through it. I didn't We didn't really stay in Vermont at all, but it's beautiful. I love the countryside in Vermont. Virginia's, Vermont, Carolinas, it's all beautiful down there. So I'm finding that the base color paint that I put down is still a little bit wet. So it's making it a little bit tricky to get this on here, but we'll make it happen. I feel like I lost my place a little bit on this E. There it is. That's the risk of doing something like doing a letter style you haven't done before and then immediately doing it on a car. Sometimes it's better to just stick to the greatest hits, but oh well. It's okay. And then I have my little random rectangle up here. Just like that. So that's the outline. And now, if you remember from the drawing that I did, I had this little rectangle up here, but if you notice, I didn't bother outlining it on here because it's completely on the tape. So it's just never going to be seen again, which is fine. So I don't really mind that at all. Let's put that back. And let's go back in and do this one. I need some super small spray cans. Oh man. Yeah, I think that would be cool in HO scale maybe, but in N scale they would just be specks. Okay. Wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. So I just have a little piece of masking tape on my table here that I'm just scribbling all over. Seems to work. All right, K is fish. Have a good night. And Sean, I'm really looking forward to seeing what you have in store for me. So Sean's going to be sending me a couple cars. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. If you guys missed my video today, I announced that my website is up and running. So feel free to go check it out if you want to get in contact with me and get some cars done. There's a contact page on there, and you can just, it sends a message directly to me, and I'll be able to communicate with you there. I've got like something on the tip. In comparison, what's the size like? Oh, so they're the same size. I have these ones from Michael's, and I'm happy with how they are. I just wanted to try these ones out because they were actually on sale on Amazon. When this is all over, I'll find them and I'll put a link in the description for you. But yeah, I just wanted to see what they were like because it came with 18 colors, and that includes black and white and silver and gold. It includes pastel colors and like regular vibrant colors. So I just thought you can't go wrong buying 18 car or 18 what are they? These are called markers. 18 paint markers. I can't remember how much they were, but they were on sale. So I thought anything on sale is a good deal, right? Get the paint going again. Jason, have a good night, buddy. We'll be in touch for sure. So let's get this N scale car out of the way here. It's funny because I wanted to buy an N scale car that was similar to one of the HO cars that I have here ready to go. But like I said, the one that I was looking at was ridiculously expensive for a Bachmann, so I just didn't bother. But it's like if I don't buy more cars for myself and I just keep graffitiing what I have, I'm going to end up without cars that have no graffiti on them. That's a weird phrasing. I'm going to end up not having any cars that are untouched. And I mean, you got to have some that don't have graffiti, but I guess, I mean, I'm the graffiti guy, so I might as well just be the graffiti guy. Scribble, 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 scribble. Find that with paint markers you lose half the paint scribbling. Sean, what do these numbers mean? Is that some kind of a code? Oh, we got 19. Does it mean 19 viewers? I don't even know. 19 viewers and 22 likes, maybe? Just shouting it out. See, I don't know anything about... I'm new to the whole live stream game. There's a lot of you guys that you guys have shows that I don't even know about. If you guys have a live stream that's a regular occurrence, let me know. Let us know in the chat because I want to open this community up. I mean, you guys, I'm the one that's late to the party. You guys probably all know about each other's schedule and stuff like that. But yeah, Mark, are you still on here? Yeah, watch time and thumbs up. Okay, that makes sense. Chris and Mark, are you guys even still on here? Did you guys leave when Teo left? Mark went to bed a while ago, eh? Mark is always a responsible adult and goes to bed on time, isn't he? Not me. I never go to bed on time. I'll probably finish up here and then keep working. After I say goodnight to you guys, I'll probably just keep doing stuff for another however many hours. I don't know. Is my wife still awake? Melissa, are you there? Couch Mom Club. Graffiti was not meant for doors. Doors are so annoying. They're my least favorite part about doing graffiti on model trains. The doors are so complicated sometimes. I've turned away cars to be like, yeah, I'm not doing this one because it's too complicated. But no, I'm just kidding. I've never turned away cars. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, no, the outline really does make everything come together, right? So we are going to do purple now. So again, like there are so many different ways that I'll do color on cars. What I used to do, and I still do it sometimes, but my main way of doing this was I would do the base coat with the white, and then I would use pencil crayons to fill in the color. But now that I've gotten into different like metallic markers and paint markers and stuff like that, and even just different colored paints, a lot of the times will just use the paint markers. I mean, it's fast too. Can you even see this? No, you can't. So typically you would do the base coat first, or the color first, and then the outline, because the outline will then like sharpen everything up and make it look better. But like I said before, because I've never done this letter style before, I wanted to make sure that I got the outline down so that I knew where it was and I didn't lose it after. Because when you put the paint marker down, of course, it's going to be a lot thicker, so you'll lose your paint, your pencil lines rather. So yeah, so that's why I'm doing it this way. I may have to go back in with the outline again, but we'll see, because who knows, maybe I make it up as I go. I don't know if you guys know that yet or not, but I honestly, like, I started a live. I planned a live. I mean, it was Chris that planned it. But you plan a live. You tell everybody ahead of time that you're doing the live. You get the cars ready. And then you just sit down in front of some cameras and you say, okay, now what? Like, I didn't even have any kind of plan of what I was going to do on the cars. So I literally make it up as I go along a lot of the time, and I find it to be more fun that way. So, and I do that with all of the model railroading. I do that with the painting. I do that with my landscaping, my track planning. I literally will just make a table and just start laying track, and if I don't like it, I take it back up and I put it back down again. And then when I'm happy, that's when I start to do the scenery. And even the scenery is all just flying by the seat of my pants. This thing is focusing right on the tip of my marker. That's hilarious. Let me see if I can get this thing to manual focus. Nope. Anyway, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I still don't know how to work that camera, to be honest. I don't use it all that much. Thank you, Sean. All right, Dennis, Manshed. Yeah, you guys have a fun time. Have a good night. I got a ways to go still. Where the color phase at least. It's starting to come to life. Kevin, are you still in the chat? For those of you who didn't decipher that earlier, this is actually Kevin's car. And then the N-scale car is my personal car. So it'll be kind of cool. Kevin's my brother, if you didn't know. And we're going to have cars with matching graffiti, which has never happened before, I don't think. Which is another reason why I really wanted to find the exact car, because we've done that a few times. Kevin models HO scale and I model N scale, and we model pretty much the same thing. We both like CN, we both like BNSF and BC Rail and all these different road names, like really similar style, and we both model modern. So it's great because if we were both the same scale, we would have arguments over who could buy what. But at least this way, it keeps everything clean. But there's been so many times where it's like, hey, I noticed that they have the so-and-so has an engine for sale, and you have that same engine, so I have to get it, just so that we can have the same one. We've done that a number of times, actually, and it's really cool. It makes for a great photo. Kevin is in the chat. Hello, Kevin. Have you done anything to your layout lately? So I'm trying to, there's a spot under here that's underneath this grab rail, or not grab rail, but like this bar that's across the door, and I'm trying to get the paint underneath. So I'm literally just letting it flow because it's floating on top of the car. So I'm trying to just get it to just stuff down in there. I hate doors. So I love a good auto rack or a grain car. So Kevin, I'm not gonna harass you too much, especially not publicly, but you guys want to see a huge layout, you gotta check out my brother Kevin's layout. One of these days, I will come to your house and help you get everything ready so that we can film a video about your layout. I think that would be really cool. You know, now that I'm looking at it, since I did the color with paint marker, I probably didn't need to do the white step. I probably could have just gone on with the paint marker, with the outline in the paint marker, but oh well. Sometimes you just do things. And then that's what it looks like. So Chris, are you heading out to Otter Valley anytime soon? Because I would really enjoy tagging along with you someday. I think that would be really fun. Because you passed right by me on the way there. I know that's quite a drive for you, but I think it would be fun. Alright, so we're going to leave that one for now. I just keep doing the same thing over and over again. Alright, purple on end scale time. Kevin doesn't have a YouTube channel. I think he left that up to me. Kevin is what you would call a YouTube viewer. Chris says it would need to be. But Chris, you always do big purchases, don't you? Isn't that your thing? You're always making big purchases at Otter Valley. I think the last time I bought anything from Otter Valley was the last time they were at a train show that I was at. Which has been a long time because they haven't done train shows in forever. At least not any of the ones that I go to. Let me just do that for a minute. Got that little ticker reminding you that next week is M&M Rails. Make sure you're there. I know I'll be there harassing Mark in the chat. Because that's what the best part about Third Rail Thursday is messing with the host. Unless it's me. This is my first time. You gotta cut me a little bit of slack, right? Chris, if we end up going, like if you pick me up on the way through, or we would figure out who drives, I guess. But if we end up going together sometime to Otter Valley, we should make a vlog. An Otter Valley road trip vlog. Going to see some trains. With some like epic road trip music. We could do that thing that they do on the Muppets or on Indiana Jones when like they show the map. They show the map and then the car is like driving across the map. That would be no, okay. Sorry. Okay, so we were talking about my birthday earlier and how next month when I do Third Rail Thursday, it's going to be my birthday. What I would really like for my birthday is a stool that doesn't squeak. Because this thing is really frustrating. All right, so that's 2 matching cars, but we're not done yet. Next, I would say I'm going to take my yellow. I'm going to wake up the yellow. We're at 2 hours now? Holy. Kevin, you said you spent all your money at Credit Valley on the... That's hilarious. And also, that sounds pretty accurate. I wanted to go to Credit Valley this week. However, okay, so I have there's 2 railroad stores near me. There's George's Trains, which is not too far from where I work, which is great. However, I work till 5 and they close at 5. And that sucks. So that's out of the question. I thought, okay, maybe I can check out Credit Valley. I mean, they're in Mississauga, which is a little bit farther away from where I finish work, but I thought, whatever, make the drive. I checked their website. They close at 3. 3 o'clock. Come on. Come on. So, okay, we got Sean, Tim, James, Forever DC, Chris, and Mark. Who else is in? Anybody else? We're going to need to, like, rent a bus or something. I don't know how that's going to work. Anyway, so I woke up my yellow. All right, Human City. Say hello to your dog for me, and have a good night. I love dogs. One of these days we'll have my dog on here as a co-host. All right, so this is one of my quick and easy, tried and true ways of doing, like, giving some interest to the letters, and it's literally just dots. So I just do them in, like, little clusters like this, kind of all over the place at random, but I try to keep them in clusters of like between 2 and 4, and like varying in size. So I'll do like a big dot and a couple dots beside it, kind of a thing. It's kind of like a paint splatter effect, I guess you would say. I don't know. So I just do that. Just all over the place. I try not to overdo it, and I also try to make it a little more at random. And then that's the other thing that's nice about the paint markers, is you can get a really, really nice looking dot without having to like sit there and color it in. Alright, take it easy, Roy. Gotta drive home from... Roy, just watch while you drive. I'm sure it's safe. I do not condone that, I'm sorry. I do not condone that. Now, the only thing that I'm just realizing now is that when I do the N scale one, I want to try and make it as similar as possible. But you know what? Okay, no. I draw the line at the dots being in the exact same spot. That's just a little bit overkill. Because the thing about it is, you got graffiti artists that do graffiti in many different places, and they tend to do the same thing. Sometimes they'll switch up the style, but they typically write the same word because it's like an alias kind of a thing. So this is a guy named Breeze. and he did this graffiti on 2 different cars. So he can shake it up a little bit, and the dots can be in different spots. So relax. But I mean, doesn't hurt to try and get them in the same spot, I guess. No, I'm not doing that. They're gonna be where they end up. Go. We got some dots now. So Chris, you're gonna have to find out. Oh, shoot. So Chris, sorry, my camera cut out there, but Chris, you're gonna have to find out how many cars we're gonna need, because that's probably gonna be more than a van load, I would say. Oh, I forgot the N scale car has this little rectangle on this side, the one that you can't see on the HO. Trade back and do this one now, and I'm just gonna come in and do some 3D. This is what really makes it pop, is when you do the 3D. You guys are hanging in there pretty good. We got 14 people left. We're just over 2 hours. I'm just gonna finish it up here real quick, because I don't want to keep you guys too late. And of course, I don't know what time zone you guys are in. So some of you guys are probably like, I mean, no, I don't even know. Some of you guys are in the wee hours of the morning watching this. Probably not. Mostly the same time zone, I would say. Or earlier. But we'll do a bit of 3D effect. I am going to peel the sticker off so that you can see what's left. And the reason I typically wait till I weather, because then you get that really, really, really shiny plastic where the road number is. But this could be a situation where it was masked off for the graffiti, and then it's weathered afterwards. So it doesn't have to be the last thing you do, and then switching it up sometimes will give you that sense of randomness as well, right? So yeah, let me do this again on this one. Just repeat, rinse and repeat. We're almost there, folks. Hang in there with me. You guys are doing great. I appreciate you guys sticking around like you have. It's a lot of fun doing these lives, I must say. It's a lot of fun, for sure. I was talking to Chris a little bit today about it, and I was saying, like, you know, like, I really enjoy doing the live streams, but I also really enjoy doing the actual, like, posted videos. So I want to try and do both as much as possible. And I have a lot of big things in plan, a lot of big things planned for this year. So if I can find the time to make it happen, I will definitely be showing you guys. So we got that on there like that. I'm gonna wake up Silver. Wake up, Silver. And I'm just gonna hit the top edge ever so lightly on the edges here. Just like that. It's hardly even noticeable, but it's just something. And I always, if I do something like this, this is what I would call a highlight. If I do something like this, I always do it in the opposite direction as my shadow. So like you've got your 3D shadow back here, and then you've got your highlight on the opposite corner. So it's like your light is coming from this direction. So that's that. And then let me go with a teal color. I like these markers. They work pretty good. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, no, I really enjoy showing you guys because it's one thing to just say, yeah, I did graffiti on this, but I really want to show you guys how I do it because, I mean, maybe you want to try it yourself, or maybe you don't believe that I did it. So, yeah. It's always fun doing graffiti like this. Yeah, the N scale, Sean, the N scale does look crisper. the door was a little more challenging than I expected. But honestly, I'm okay with that because sometimes you see graffiti that looks like this where it's not super polished. It's a little bit rough around the edges. And then when you weather it, it tends to blend everything together as well. And I'll definitely show you guys the weathering process on these cars. That might be what I do next month, where I just quickly weather them. Like the weathering process that I do typically is pretty quick. So I might just do that and then we'll have some cake. Not that you guys can even have cake. Okay, your task. Everyone's task, if you're coming to Third Rail Thursday next month, is to buy a cake. That way everyone can have cake. So there you have it. Let's get a nice shot of these two here. Just like that. Breeze and breeze. I will, however, just do a couple of quick go make it like that. Just like that. And then this one I'm gonna do in red. Just like that. Just some quick little tags. I can never find the marker I'm looking for. But anyway, you get the idea. You get the idea. So that is some graffiti. It is what it is. So you guys are making plans. You guys are making plans already. June 25th. Yeah, thanks, Kev. That is my son's birthday, so that's not gonna work. But yeah. Let them eat cake. Robert, you have the right idea. Okay, so before I sign off, I do want to just peel. I just want to peel the tape off. Mark didn't even stick around for this part, and that's on him. Let me find a hobby knife real quick. There's one. This'll work. So let's Let's do some peeling, shall we? We got a little bit of bleeding coming through on the end scale, but that's fine. Sorry about that. All right. Thanks, Highland Husky Mooch Squad. That's a long name. But yeah, so that's what we got. I'm pretty much done, guys. I appreciate you guys sticking through to the end. 2 hours and 16 minutes. 2 hours and 17 minutes. You guys are troopers. Those of you that stuck through to the very end, I appreciate it. Everyone that watched not to the end, I also appreciate it. You guys are the best, and I would say subscribe if you haven't already, but I put the chat on subscriber only, so I tricked you guys. If you wanted to contribute to this conversation, you had to be subscribed. But no, if you're watching the replay and this is your first time here, feel free to subscribe. I appreciate you guys coming in and taking so much of your time to watch this. I had a lot of fun. And don't forget, next week is M&M Rails. Let me just put the little ticker guy there. M&M Rails is next week, Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And, yeah. So go, what's it called again? GVO After Dark is coming up as well at the end of the month. And I'm not going to be in that one. That'll be on Chris's channel, Go Via or Go Home. And so next month, if I remember correctly, will be the first Thursday will be Chris, Go Via or Go Home. Second Thursday will be myself. And both of us on our respective weeks are going to be celebrating our birthdays, which is really cool. We're going to have cake. I'm going to have cake. I don't know about Chris, but I'm having cake. And then after that would be Mark again, M&M Rails, on the third Thursday of the month, and then GVO After Dark again, and I will be on that one as well, but that'll be on Chris's channel, so you don't want to miss that. I had a lot of fun, guys. I don't know how to end these things. How do you end these things, Chris? You say you've got a train to catch, and that's true. You do have a train to catch, but I say they make it like that on Thursdays in different scales. Okay, I'm ending it. Good night, everyone.